at what's happening in Nigeria now, it's been over a week since the news of adulterated petroleum PMS, popularly called Petrol, broke into the news space, and long queues, locked up filling stations are still the order of the day in major cities of the country. Well, the spillover effect is not lost on businesses. That's why we're speaking with the Chief Executive Officer of Aaron.ng Limited, Seun Oyewole, to share with us how this is affecting his business so far. Well, good to speak with you, Seun. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you are in the logistics, always on the road. Give us the update. What's the situation now? Is the queues easing off? Are they selling? What's going on?
Well, the situation, to be honest, is critical, and it's critical, and we cannot underestimate the effect on our business. And I must be honest with you that. And now the situation even came at a time we didn't prepare for. It came unexpectedly. Now, if it is something that, that we, for instance, when there were speculations that there were going to be fuel increase, or going to remove subsidy, one could have prepared ahead for that. But in a situation where we just suddenly woke up one day and we heard that there is an adulterated fuel PMS that was imported into the country, and that in itself was not something any business, we didn't prepare for that. And so the effect on us is, it's critical. It's been very tough. We've had to shut down operation in some of our locations across Southwest just because we can't cope. So the only place where we manage to even still run business as we speak is just Lagos and then Ogun. But some other station where our drivers could not get fuel, we had to shut down operation, and it's quite a sad thing.
Yeah. So we also hear of issues of price hike, some in the black market, some unofficially. How is that going? Have you been buying at higher price when you are able to manage to get any?
Oh, definitely. We all know that that is unavoidable. As at yesterday, my staff, they bought fuel at a particular station for about 220. They told me, one of our drivers, bought fuel because they were stuck on the road and there's nothing they could do. So they just had to get the fuel at that price. And they even told me that before they could even buy at 220, before they could buy at 220 at the pump, that they had to even, in a way, tip some of the people who were guarding the filling station. So it's not a problem. It's not something that that one can cover up in any way. We've been buying at a very high price, even within Lagos. So it's just what it is.
So in your line of business, how easy is it for you to pass? Because we know, of course, the consumer or your clients, the customers pay for it at the end of the day. How easy is it for you to pass this bulk to, the extra cost to your customers?
All right, thank you. Now, for my business, we have two sides to my business. We partner some corporate organizations like the e-commerce, the notable e-commerce businesses in Nigeria, the likes of Jumia and Konga. We partner those ones on one hand, where their last mile delivery service for them. Now, it is not easy to immediately pass on the cost to them because there has been a contract in place that is not less than 1 year duration. So it's not easy for us to quickly, pass on the cost to this corporate institution. However, for the individual, on another hand, hey, it's just immediate. You either agree to our pricing or not, to the rate or not. So it's easy for us to do with individual and small businesses, who will just have on-demand services. It's easy for us to pass on the pricing to them, the hike in price of fuel to these ones. But then for the corporate institutions, like I said earlier on, those ones are things we're still trying to, to see how to bring them to the table to discuss the issue as it is. So it's not easy on the other hand, on the side of those ones.
Yeah, well, obviously, what we see is it's a cycle. So if you have to pay more to get the services done, of course you pass it, and then a trader will pass
Oh,
it
yeah.
to the food items, and then we're talking of inflation. Thank you so much, Sheon, for giving us update
You're
on what's
welcome.
going
Thank you.
on in that space. Sheon Yewale is the Chief Executive Officer of Aaron.ng Limited. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here. Bye.
Good to have you.